Hey guys, my name is Rakesh Sani. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So, in last video we created a create API. So, let's start to create view API or read API to fetch the data from database table. So, let's start. So, like same thing we will do here. Create a function inside service class to implement for service implementation class. Public list. Now why we use here list type? To fetch all the data inside our list. Register entity. So get all, or you can say view all as well, but I'm making get all here. Importing list, this as well. Save. Let's override this method. Override it. So let's create one list type object to fetch the register entity data here. Register entity is equal to, so like as earlier I told you, JP repository having the all predefined methods, so I will call one of them as here register repository dot find all. Okay, then return this. See. Okay, so now we will create one method here similar to above one, at the rate get the mapping slash view. Okay, public create list type, not list type, response entity. Leave it blank. View okay, list response and registered. Pass register entity equal to call register function, register dot service get all, return register entities. I need to cast this here, new object, no, and change it simple to https status dot. Okay, pass this as object. So let's check our APIs, is it working or no. So change this view method type. See, our data is fetched successfully from the database table and we are getting all the data here. So what we'll do for, like, we want only find some specific data like id/2 or something else. How will we do that? So like we have to make similar data function to use it. So I am copying just simply and creating here like view id. So view by id. Now I will use one more annotation name, path variable integer int. Okay, now create function here. First of all, to use it, public register entity and get by id. Okay, int id. So let's implement this method here. See, so like we have to call optional type. So like we have make some changes our function as well. Optional register entity register data equal to repository, call function find by id and pass integer id here. See, yeah. So we make changes like that. If id equal to null, okay, done. Or leave it this one. Okay, first check out. Optional call function get by id here. You can make some like custom validation as well, like if you want to check is it your id is valid or not. So I will tell you in our upcoming videos how to make custom validation. That's why I undo that code here. So let's check it out, our API is working or not. So view, like as our data having list of records 1 2 3 4, I am passing 2 here. So it will fetch 2 3, but right now didn't handle the exception, so we'll get null. Okay, but what about in some situation you have to make like function to search or fetch the data based on the your conditions like id or the first name. How will you do that in that scenario? So nothing to worry, you have like make some changes in your repository class, or sorry, interface, and create one function over there like I am creating register entity and method name find by. So what in JP repository having more custom functions also there used by JPA, so like find by, sort by, or some more there. You can read it by your JPA having own website, you can read that methods for there. So I am making custom function based on this and or like, have you already read about that making condition and or also you just need to pass and like that camel case first name int id string first name. So our custom functions ready to use. Let's go inside. We will create one more function here. Okay, get by id and by first name. So we'll pass one more object, create here one more data type string first name here. See, our service is created. Now we need to implement that. So just creating here. Get by id and first name. String first name. Let's make some changes over there and call our function find by id and first name. See, now call this function in our controller class. So we will make some changes over as well. Now this time I am not using path variable. We will use here request header to pass this data in our API through Postman. So just create like this view by id and make change in our function name first name id request header comma @ request header string first name. So just making small changes. View I am putting his API name search dot get by first id and name. See, our ready to use this API. Let's check out. So first I am going to add some data here because already having some anomalies over there with the same name, like dev rider with replacement of Rakesh Sahani. Okay, set. Data inserted. Now see, our data is inserted inside this API. So now search it through request header. So go to header, remove, make this ID and first name. ID is 5 and name is Rakesh. Now test. See, we will fetch our data this way. So I already got my data. So if I change ID or pass this as it blank, so we will got some exceptions over there, like bad request. See, so this way you will create your read or view API so easily. Thanks for watching this video. Do smash on subscribe button, like button and subscribe button.